Kylie Minogue is an Australian megastar and pop icon, although she's lived in the UK quite a lot. She is the best-selling female Australian artist ever, and she's known in Europe as the Princess of Pop. So her first big public exposure was in the TV show, the soap opera Neighbours, where she played a character called Charlene Robinson. And I saw the first episode that she was in, and I remember it well. The storyline that she had was a love story with a character called Scott, who was played by Jason Donovan, and out of that spawned some at least one song that was Kylie and Jason. It launched her pop career under the production of Stock Aitken and Waterman, who also created people like Rick Astley with his Never Want to Give You Up, that's so famous for Rick Rolling. She lulled a bit in the late 90s and then reinvented herself as a dance pop sexy image in the early 2000s. She was famously open about her struggle with breast cancer and created a particular rise in people getting tested and self-testing for breast cancer. And she has created 15 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is the 8th album by Kylie, and her second since her reinvention. And although I know the track Can't Get You Out of My Head, I don't think I've heard this as an album before. So I want to give you a little bit of contextual history of my opinion of Kylie. And I think it's actually a fairly common opinion from people of my sort of generation, which is that when she first appeared in the 80s, I mostly dismissed her as being bubble pop. I liked music with a bit more substance than that. That wasn't to say that there weren't occasional songs of hers that I liked, particularly The Locomotion I liked. In some ways, I kind of liked her as a persona more than I liked her songs, I have to say. And then when she reinvented herself, she brought something more into the music. So this kind of new disco pop kind of feel that she had. And also her public persona changed somewhat, but she very much endeared herself to me and to a lot of the public, I think, by the way she presented herself in cameos in shows and when she was interviewed and things. She just came across as a really genuine and nice person. And so a lot of people, and me included, have quite a lot of affection for Kylie. And then, so I think for me, I'd always had a bit of that kind of affection. It got stronger when she did the reinvention, and also the music then became something that was better, and so I was more able to embrace, I felt like. So let's talk about Can't Get You Out of My Head, which is the huge hit that was on this album. I would claim that this is one of 2 perfect pop songs that have been released since the year 2000. The other one I would claim is Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. And I just absolutely love this track. Whenever it would come on the radio, I would turn it up and blast it out. I love to sing along. It's just that kind of song. Somehow it's just got everything coming together, this great sound, this great feel. A lot of the album is quite similar in feel and kind of approach. It's kind of banging disco songs, I would describe it as. Some of it definitely feels like I would call it the Daft Punk school of mixing, which is where you bring things in, you bring things out, you do things to the tone to make things muffled or less so, and very kind of common way of approaching things these days. Particularly the track Love at First Sight, which is the second track on the album, feels very much like that. So generally, I'd say it's rich electronic dance. It's beautifully realised and put together. I find it quite satisfying, just the way that it all just works together. The vocals aren't blasted. Some of them have got some good nuance to them. Kylie's not a blaster. Her song Fragile's got a little bit more of the feeling of fragility to it. Um, when I heard the song "Your Love," which is the second last song on the album, I thought, yes, here we go. We got the obligatory Latin feel song. Yeah, it's decent. It's all right. The last track on the album is different to the rest. It's got a more broken down feel. It's kind of got, it feels almost like an acoustic track. It's not really, but the verses are kind of acoustic guitar and Kylie's voice, and then in the choruses it's more of a kind of beaty kind of thing. Uh, so overall, I'd say it's perfectly pop. It's bubbly. It's sexy. Most of the songs are about love and attraction. There is one track which is Dance Floor, which I liked. I mean, I liked all of them. Yeah, but it's a nice breakup song that the kind of premise is. You think I'm all broken up over you because we broke up, but you just come and watch me on the dance floor and you realise I'm not that bothered. So cool. I loved it, and I'd love to know what you think. So please talk to me through the comments box. That's it from me for now.
Down to the disco, everything stops. Walking in solo, everyone drops. Hey, summer madness, totally cool. My heart starts racing when I see you.